different parents will focus on really different things to worry about. And you mentioned it before, but like you're worried about the flat head, but I get parents who come in obsessed with poo. Obsessed. And they're like, I've taken a picture of it, Preeya. There was a string of mucus in it. This is what it looked like. I've collected some to bring to you. I've got the nappy here. It was slightly green tinged. He ate peas and then the peas weren't digested. Like, I get a lot of people obsessed with poo, baby poo. I think, cool, come in and ask. Because I'd rather you bloody come in and ask me.
Yeah.
I assure you, than you lose sleep over it or are Googling, because Google is shocking for anxiety.
I know.
As you probably know.
But, I mean, like, I reckon it did save me because, like I said, someone had already Googled it and there was already an answer there. But speaking of the poo, that was something I definitely spoke to him about when I went in with my list for his flathead as well. Because I noticed that whenever Memph would have dairy, so I ended up, like, narrowing it down to dairy, that he would get a mucusy poo. And so I ended up taking him off dairy for a long time, and he's probably only just started to have it again now. So what is a normal poo?
So normal poo, I think the answer to that is there's a spectrum and it's huge, and what's normal for each baby is really different. So there are some babies who will poo daily, and formula-fed infants might poo daily, whereas breastfed infants, like my son, used to go kind of every 3 days.
Wow.
Every 4 days. And that's completely fine and normal. What isn't normal is if your child is distressed when they're trying to poo, so if they're in pain, if there's ever blood streaking in the poo, if they're pooing really, really frequently, and you think that they're distressed with it and perhaps, there's something that's irritating the gut, that's when you need to worry. But if your kid's kind of pooing and, they're not distressed and they're able to push it out without being constipated, they're gaining weight normally, they're getting plenty of wet nappies and they're hydrated, mate, it's probably normal. And that kind of mucus in poo in babies is really normal, actually. Like, it doesn't mean that something's necessarily wrong.
Well, that's what I kept thinking, something was wrong. That was another thing that actually used to bother me. Not to the point that, I was fully obsessed, but I just watch it. And now, I noticed that Memph was constipated the other day because he poos twice a day. He'll do one in the morning. Yeah, he's a pooer, and they're big, massive shits as well.